And welcome back in Game 2. Dusty Litster and Dane Stewart, the Tropics, taking on the Colonels. And just so you know, that's not the Flint Tropics. It's the Flint. We'll fix that. So the Tropics have been one of the most impressive teams thus far.
They have. And for me, it's all because of 77. I love what we have gotten to see from Brock Felder. He's got it now. But then you mix in little Q Meza, and you've got yourself a team that can put up a lot of points.
Well, on the other end, just couldn't get that lob to go down for Tyler Christensen, who has just been a bundle of energy these 2 weeks, or probably the last 4 weeks.
You want to talk about kids who can score it? Oh, Erickson,
and
take it away.
Felder. Oh, he showed mercy.
Yeah, it's no mercy.
No mercy. The way of the fist, man. Into the corner. Christensen for 3.
There you go, Tyler Christensen. Able to knock that one down. Good to see him get a nice start tonight. The Cedar Valley Aviator. His teammate Jax Allen had a nice game in Game 1.
So 8:45 left in the opening moments as that's outside to Q Meza. Felder from the junction and got it.
The old Q to Brock connection. Connected on that play.
I drove by Parowan twice in the last 48 hours.
How'd it look?
Yeah, it looked good. Felt Brock Felder's presence there. So, there's something just felt different here.
Still waiting to see him in a football box score.
Very disappointed. The kid would be, let's put it this way, he'd have opportunities. He's got opportunities here, but he didn't have opportunities there. There's outside Lind sends out Felder. And how about that one? Big fella knocks down the 3.
We've seen him be more of an inside presence through the first couple of weeks of the top 50. You can see in this matchup, he has been keyed on trying to get that outside shot to go.
And on the other end was Whitehead. Braden Whitehead's had a good top 50. And we'll stay here. So Q Meza leaves that one on the angle. The 3 rattles in and out.
Half down for Robinson.
Transition 3 won't fall in for Barnes. Or probably that was Erickson. Now on the run. Duff had that one tapped away. And Erickson to Christensen. And Q Meza with the rebound.
Bit of a cool start here. Both teams trying to take advantage of quick opportunities. Haven't really gotten in the flow yet. Oh, good find.
Felder crawls in.
How about the vision there of Easton Duft, the sophomore, able to find the big man. Nice little wraparound pass there. And Brock with the finish.
And now Jordy Barnes for 3. The future Utah State Aggie.
Look, I don't think last week or this week he's hit a 3 from inside of 23 feet. He's been practicing that college three-pointer.
He's been Jeremy Dowdell style.
Yeah.
Good to see Matt here tonight. As he was signing autographs and talking to fans and kissing babies and all kinds of stuff down there after his round of golf got over.
I'm going to say still waiting for him to come and say hi.
I know.
Matt. Coach Schroeder, he did turn around and wave. It was good to see him. It's been a while. He's looking good.
You said we were friends.
Yeah.
As the free throw is good. As Felder's free throws are about as consistent as Carlson's field goals for the Raiders. As Barnes sends back up top for Erickson. And Erickson fouled on the drive.
Which is much better than Amendola's field goals for the Cardinals. So,
ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
Or who was the kicker for Oh, it was a Cardinals kicker. That was Amendola.
That was rough.
Yeah, we'll talk about this later. 3's up there for Christensen.
We know late game management. We'll just leave it at that.
Yeah. What down it is. And Erickson knocks down the 3. 11-9. Colonels lead the Tropics into the corner. Duffed 4-3.
Had a kid.
Well, this game's feeling a lot like the beginning of our last game. And then one team was able to sustain their offense. As Jordy Barnes straight away up, ball was halfway down, rattles out. Whitehead with the rebound. He'll send back out. And that 3 is too strong from Swiggett. I love the ball fake, sends out to Lind for 3. It was short. And rebound to Erickson. The Syracuse Titan sends out to Christensen. Christensen drives the base, left it a little too sharp. And rebound in the hands of Felder.
Yeah, good work there by Christensen. He's really probably been the best offensive player here for the Colonels to start. That one just got caught under the rim.
As on the baseline and left short there by Robinson. And inside, reverse it, and Swiggett scores it.
Nice reverse there by Swiggett. I was going to say, we're in danger of having Happy Gilmore come out here and ask if these rims are regulation size. It's been tough scoring.
Oh, there you go,
a little floater.
Q
Not the first time we've seen that.
No. He's so crafty, so good with the basketball. Swiggett. Speaking of crafty, who is that? Is that Stockton down there? No, I'm not going that far.
That was a nifty gifty right there.
Love nifty gifties. So 15-14 Colonels lead.
Of course, October, a great time for crafts and crafty play.
Yeah,
You're going to have a decorated doorstep.
Why am I blanking on Stockton's last name, the former Lone Peak point guard? You were Ashworth. I liked Stockton. 3 on the way from Q is good. Chantry Ross, sorry.
Yeah,
Chantry
I was like
Ross.
Stockton. You were throwing
Stockton.
me all sorts. I was like
Chantry.
Stockton short. Like I was all sorts of confused.
Chantry Ross. It was all the same era. As that one, the pull up and good there for Erickson. Tied at 17.
Yeah, starting to see the tempo here pick up. Offensive, finding a little more rhythm.
Q, Duffed, now straight away. Robinson. Robinson again for the deep 3. Grazes the rim, and it's out of bounds. We'll go back down the floor with the Tropics, or probably with the Colonels.
Bendiger had that one all sized up, in good positioning there, and of course Jackson McKee coming on the floor as well. There's a football player, ball number 71.
Erickson sends out. Staley send to the corner, and out of bounds is McKee. Big win for his Bees last week.
Yeah, boy, and I love that. Isaac Staley's used to throwing completions, and that time he just turns around, gives it to Jackson in the corner, but just stepped out of bounds. Good look, though.
It was like an easy bubble screen, just to get him in rhythm. And we called it last week, say, hey, McKee has a good Monday, the Bees have a good Friday. Both were true.
Yep.
It was on KSL Sports last week on the Game Night Live Game of the Week. Barnes just keep on spinning, and Bettinger was the intended target on that one. Center of the corner, McKee to Staley, and Isaac Staley, 4-3.
He's going to have a lot of those opportunities this year when you talk about Lone Peak, right? The ball movement, setting up the extra pass, getting it to Staley, able to hit that 3. This Lone Peak group this year, it's going to be a, I don't want to say by committee approach, but they got a couple guys, including Swig, who's on the floor in this matchup, where they can really start to score off of each other with good ball movement.
Well, they absolutely do, and he and Chamberlain Burgess are going to be a lot of fun. to watch.
Yeah, I forgot about Chamberlain. You're right.
Both of them super young. Play on the same AAU team in the summer as well. Is Lind for three. Oh. Man. Ron Artest never shot the ball that well in number 37. But how about that one from Lind? Timeout. As we go to the media timeout, you're watching the Utah Top 50 on KSLSports.com. Welcome back in. Dusty Litster, Dane Stewart with you here at the Utah Top 50. Want to thank the Athletic Republic for being supporters of the Utah Top 50 and these youngsters and being showcased.
Ooh, boy, I love the pick and roll there. McKee had the paint wide open, just too strong on it.
So we'll come back the other way with the Tropics as Robinson. Man, that was the slow Euro on that one. Couldn't get it to fall.
Boy, an active hands there by Tyler Christensen, too. He was all over that.
Swig up top, Christensen. Been active here in the first half and a little too strong on that one. We're fouling the rebound there to McKee.
You know, we probably need Brock Felder. I think we've talked about this, but we need him to go a little tennis and give a little hi-ya whenever there's a rebound, right?
Yeah. As he faces up, and there you go. Gets that one to drop. Tied up at 22.
I don't know if he scored at the rim yet. I think everyone's been
I don't think so, yeah.
away from the rim for Brock in this contest. How about Q with a board? Really underrated element of Mesa's game. More than just scoring. You talk about the free throws, you talk about the three. Good assist man. He was one of the top rebounders for Cypress last year. This young man loves to have the basketball and does whatever he can to get it.
Lynn gets that ball slapped away from behind. Nice contest there by Staley. Swig on the run. Give it up to Bettinger. With a little sharp there. Mason hanging in the paint. Can't get it to go. McKee comes in for the board. Sends out Swig. Here comes Staley. Down the lane. And Staley fouled there by Felder. Going to put Ike Staley at the line. 1 for 2.
You know, Ike Staley doesn't appear to be one of the thickest kids on the floor, but you love to see him attacking the rim like that. I think last year we talked about his shot, and even earlier he's going to have opportunities off of that kick for three, but if he can get the drive going, it feels like last year's freshman, he kind of stayed on the outside a lot. Yeah. Man, if he can penetrate, isn't afraid to go in and get contact, boy, that can really be a nice element added to his game.
Robinson on the drive. Bettinger there to disrupt the shot. Comes off the mark. Here's Swigert. And the mid-range J won't go. His Lone Peak teammate with the board blocked away by Felder. Robinson gives that one up to Meza. Meza blocked by Bettinger. Felder with the follow and one.
That's one you could hear throughout the gym. Mason rattled the backboard pretty good. But Felder able to come with the offensive board and put back. And well, this one, bit of a battle here, Dusty.
Yeah, as Felder went after that one, and Swigert gets it to go. But that was a foul on Felder. Go back to that one. If you're at the Lifetime Gym, no one would let it go. But here at the Lifetime Activity Center, we got officials. We're ready to
Yeah.
call your own fouls. Like, what?
I was never good at that because I had a different standard of foul than everybody else.
I just looked at him. All right, you want to get at it. Just swing it.
How about the Colonels with the lead? Boy, it felt like Flint was finding their rhythm. And now the Colonels coming right back.
Swiggett was going to get a little fancier there with the pass. Bettinger able to track it down. Christensen backs out to the corner, misses on the three. McKee with the board. McKee back up, blocked by Felder, but maybe got him there. And it'll be McKee going to the line, 1 free throw for 2 points.
And I don't know if this is founded or not, but we talked about Isaac Staley just a couple of possessions ago, really driving into the middle, looking for contact. McKee there, not intimidated by the presence of Felder. Both football players and have football in their backgrounds, I should say. And you see that kind of resonate here on the hardwood as well.
Now, we're assuming that Felder played.
No, I meant McKee.
Well, McKee plays.
Yeah. McKee and Staley.
Oh, my bad.
Was the other one.
My bad.
Yeah. No, you're good. You're good.
As Felder rattles out the triple. Whitehead with the rebound. Now here comes Swiggett. Leaves it for Staley on the trail.
Bam.
Coming mid-yawn.
Isaac, man.
Coach Ross will welcome that.
He's got to be excited, right?
He will welcome it. So a 6-point lead here for the Colonels. We saw the Tropics hit their first loss last week. There's Robinson. Good hands there by Bettinger, and he tried to help the official, but he said, no, thank you.
It's one of the elements for Mason Bettinger. Such a good offensive player. Really seen him, in my opinion, the last 2 weeks really pick up his defensive intensity in the top 50, and great to see. Really rounding out into a complete player on both ends of the floor.
Oh, nice drive and finish there by Christensen as the Colonels extend their lead to 8 points.
Tropics have gone dry here, and you wonder if there's a chance for Q, who's got it right now, to just try to get something.
Send out to Lind from the corner.
Best offensive game for Sam Lind here tonight?
Either tonight or last week, he had a couple of shots, and then kind of went cold for the Tropics. Has come back on the other end, and that one, as Christensen able to get the foul. But yeah, right up there, a couple threes. Last week was a mid-range stuff from 37. Been disconnecting for a little while now.
Yeah, connecting and disconnecting.
Yeah. Imagine if your relationship status is kept updating like that for everybody to see.
Mine
hear.
used to, yeah. It's frustrating.
I'll tell you what, between Jax Allen and Christensen, I am really excited to see Cedar Valley basketball this year.
They could be really tough. Really tough.
Yeah. Being highly disappointed if they're not as competitive as I think they could and should be with the way they have played here in the fall. Barnes' pass off the mark, looking for Christensen as we go back down the floor with the Tropics. As we near the 3-minute mark, remember we have another game coming up. At the conclusion of this one, we'll have the Chaparrals and the Washington Caps. And then a bye week for our 6 teams who have been playing this fall. We'll have the next week. Is that 3 for Robinson is good. And now they found someone again.
Yeah, still just a little bit of a, I don't know, maybe a bit of a stall where it feels like just isn't quite gelling. Nice offensive board there.
Nice block by Felder.
That's the thing, right, is if you can play good defense, it keeps you in a lot of games while your offense kind of works through some of those moments where it just maybe isn't all in sync, and they've done that. They've rebounded the ball pretty well. They've held the Colonels here to 35 and just kind of wait for that offense to refine its rhythm.
Well, so one of the things that's interesting about basketball is if you go play defense, your defense leads to your offense.
Yeah.
As a team and as an individual, too. It's just pick up that effort. It's like cold calling in sales. No one wants to do it, but
right.
The best salesmen are good at it.
Can you imagine if Smith Snowden played basketball, defense leading to offense? I mean, that's like free 25 points. The way he picks off passes, huh?
Then I think he might end up being the fastest guy we've ever seen from end to end, pushing on Jones. Wyatt just got that one to go. Didn't want to. It went kicking and screaming, but it stayed down.
I have a random thought, but I won't bug our viewers with that. We probably irritated them enough already.
Yeah.
We'll have that conversation at halftime.
But how about Mike Saunders back in? That'd probably be the fastest I've seen with my own eyes from end to end.
Undoubtedly.
As Lynn.
I thought it was going to go.
Haven't seen Coach Smith walk in yet tonight. And Lind hits the 1 for 2. And the Tropics make it a 4-point game. Send out Erickson for 3. Pure.
Nothing but net for Caden Erickson. We talk about expect big things from him this year. Man, that's a dialed-in shot. Well, he hasn't looked for his shot tonight either.
Meza.
Let's get a little three-point contest going, shall we?
Welcome here in the last 20 seconds. Christensen's going to go at Duft. Leaves it for the trailing Whitehead. A little strong on the J. 10 seconds here for Meza. Erickson wanting the defensive challenge here with Q. Sends out Robinson. 3 won't go. Rebound to Staley, and that'll do it for the first half. We go to the break. It's the Colonels 40, Tropics 36. You're watching the Utah Top 50 on KSLSports.com.
From the Food Nanny. I recently got a My Style checking account. It's the perfect blend of rewards and convenient benefits. I love that sound. And now My Style checking has new features like mobile phone protection, 24/7 telehealth, and my favorite, restaurant discounts. Get the only checking account you truly need and see what's new with My Style at macu.com.
Just trying to wake everybody back up a little. Enter Sandman, which is kind of funny because he puts people to sleep. The antithesis is.
I don't know how that song could do that, but yeah.
Never. But how about first half for the Colonels? It was a great. I mean, we kind of break this up in 5-minute segments. That 15-5, the segment was really, really good for the Colonels.
Yeah, it was. Really started to find themselves. I thought the ball movement was pretty good. And, I think really made life difficult for the Tropics. And even now, everything's kind of on the outside for Flint there. Nothing they can really do to penetrate it, and ends up in a breakout here for the Colonels.
That's a long ways to go down there for the post player, McKee. Get down to his ankles. They're trying to get to that ball. We'll stay here, though. As it'll be Jordy Barnes inbounding here for the Colonels. Erickson drives on Meza. Oh, nice ball move. Couldn't finish it, but the follow from McKee and one.
That's why you always crash the rim, right? You just never quite know what opportunities are going to exist there. And McKee not giving up on the play does a great job. Staying with it, getting the board and the putback and the foul.
So on the angle here with
we had one of the organizers up here with us at the break, talked about really the desire to have kids talk more and communicate more, really help lead, the floor offensively and defensively. Opportunity for these young men as we've got another week to show that a little bit more, showcase that more here in the top 50 is back-to-back buckets. Felder on the one end and then the three.
Felder with his first finish at the rim and a big-time finish. And then the three for Erickson as that shot won't fall. And the rebound in the hands of Bettinger. Swig it ahead to Erickson, who's now got 5 points coming out the break. And I think every week we talk about the Ericksons have a big year in Region 1. He's going to have to for the Titans, who made that shocking run the state tournament a year ago as Robinson pulls up and hits. Timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. We'll be right back. So at the timeout. Oh. We got to get the clock was running during our break here. So we'll get it synced up at the bottom of the minute as Mason Bettinger hits for three.
Defense kind of gets lost off that screen. Mason left alone. One of the things we learned last year, you leave Mason alone, and he'll make you pay for it.
And a lot of times even put a hand in his face. Is Lind. Oh, has that one stolen away by Barnes. Jordy on the run and a lay-in.
I see the Colonels here talk about ramping up defensive pressure, staying on it, staying with it, transitioning that into points.
And the three. There probably has a long two there from Robinson.
Yeah, he's had a couple good looks from range, but that one finished well. There's going to be the goaltend. You want to play in the first half with the most rebounds, Dusty?
Mesa.
Yes. We talked about it. Good to see you were paying attention. Preston hasn't been distracting you too much, which is awesome. But, how about that? The point guard leading the way off the glass. We talked about his propensity to do so, doing it here tonight.
This means he's involved in the game, not just getting stuck watching the paint dry. As Felder fouls McKee.
Which is interesting because the paint's already dry. You don't even have to. It's done. It's done. Right?
Well, that's why you don't get caught.
Exactly. Yeah.
Don't get caught. So a 10-point lead here for the Colonels. As Swig it off the inbound from Staley. Got it.
Another long ball from a Lone Peak Knight. Yeah, good defense there. How about Christensen?
Yeah. Again, if the Aviators are not
well, and look, you look at that region. It'll be Region 7. You'll have Payson, Hillcrest, Cottonwood, Stansbury, Tooele. That's a region. They should be competing for a region championship, right? We've seen kids from those other programs here in the top 50, but there's no reason why that Aviator group can't be near the top of that bunch.
Mesa goes after McKee, sends out to Felder. Rockoff on the triple. Here from Swigert. Back in Mason Bettinger. Quick setup for the three. Won't go, and the rebound in the hands of Lind. And Bettinger goes after that ball, trying to get an extra possession. And Gatorade's good. Mason's good.
Just glad they didn't spill that. Hate to stain this brand new floor before the Bruins ever play on it, huh?
Yeah, it's the only thing I thought of when Doc Rivers and the Celtics won the NBA Finals. That they hit him with the red Gatorade on the floor. It was interesting. Never seen that.
Well,
I've also never seen a player act like his leg is going to be amputated and come back in 5 minutes. But
Boston sports are special, Dusty.
They are. As that won't go, and the rebound to Swigert. Nice drive by Christensen. Will pull up and hit with a floater.
Man, I'm really surprised. The Colonels have themselves a 15-point lead, and it's just been that kind of a ball game. I mean, Flint felt like they were kind of hanging early. We talked about it was just kind of out of rhythm, and it wasn't really settling for both. But, man, the Colonels have really found their mojo, and it's been impressive tonight.
Nice extra pass there from Swiggett. Give it up to Whitehead. And the Colonels, we made the joke about the phone thing. I mean, they've stayed connected. They've been connected on both ends of the floor.
Yeah. Well, and even that, I mean, you've got defensive help coming over from Felder to take away the driving lane. It just allows the backside to be open. No help there. Easy finish for Whitehead.
Timeout on the floor. We'll be right back. You're watching the Utah Top 50. 13:06 left. And it has been all Colonels. Remember, we had a hot start at the end of this game. Both teams were going, and much like last game, one team just stayed more connected. Their offense has stayed more balanced. As Bettinger misses on that one, here comes Meza. Q send to the corner, Duft. 4-3.
And, Duft has a couple threes in this contest, but that's what you're going to see from Q a lot this year at Cypress. And he's got guys in Diego Mulford that can hit that shot. He'll also have a big run in the floor with him with Jackson Justice Fobbs. I mean, he's going to have a lot of kids around him. It's what's going to make Cypress to be a top 3, top 5 team in 6A this year, even preseason. But the way that Q has been playing tonight, that's really how he plays on his varsity squad. And it's what I think makes him a really fantastic player, because he probably hasn't shot as much tonight as he normally does.
Yeah.
He's going to be finishing with 20 a game and having 6 dimes plus 8 rebounds.
Right. And here's their part. He's going to have to. They do have a good team, not as deep as some of these other squads they're going to go up against as far as talent goes. And so they need him. And here's their part. It's not new to him. This is me his 4th year of living that life.
See, and I think you could argue Cypress might have one of the stronger starting 5s in all of 6A, but I think their bench is going to be short. And so they're going to need their starting 5 to play a lot of minutes and to make big contributions night in, night out. And I think that, the point you're making there is that he's got to show up every night and have that kind of a night to help that starting 5 really carry the load.
And the next part is the fouls. I mean, the one thing we learned in basketball is
they don't call it like this in the regular season.
No. When the guys in the black and white have an off night too, because they can, and it happens. They may not admit it, but it's true. And it makes it a long night for everybody. Like we've seen if you're watching national television at the moment.
Oh, man, Q. How about him sticking with that play? Here come the Tropics, Dusty. All of a sudden, it feels like they're getting a little bit of rhythm, and it's really been getting out on the run, pushing up the floor quickly, and getting opportunities.
Yeah, that is all Felder. That official's not buying him a drink after the game, but that was pretty good. He roofed it. Put him at that 4-meter line, fall away there from Bettinger.
How about Bettinger? It almost looked like Q was trying to set up the charge, which they're not going to call in the top 50. And Bettinger just curls right around it, squares up, hits it.
Robinson, 4-3.
I'll tell you what, been maybe his best offensive performance of the top 50.
The second half.
Yes.
First half, the shot wasn't dropping. He stayed with it. Getting the look, knocking it down. Here comes Bettinger. Sends out to Staley. Then the 3 lips out, rebound to Felder.
They can pull within single digits here.
And a double dribble there on Robinson.
Oh, come on, ref. Let him play.
He does the same thing when he runs cameras. Just takes charge.
Comes walking in, thinks he knows everything, wearing sunglasses, acting all Mr. Cool-like.
We joke because Doug Jardine is part of our Rewind crew.
Love Doug.
You might remember him from the news on Channel 4, KTVX.
Yeah.
Back in the day. And timeout on the floor for the media timeout. We'll be right back. You're watching Utah Top 50. So out of the media timeout, Dusty Lister and Dane Stewart with you. Quickly ahead, Erickson sends out Swiggett. Now Jordy Barnes. Float it, score it.
That ball started with Jordy, worked through 3 other teammates, came back to him, and able to get the points in the paint. I was just thinking it had been a while since we've seen Jordy really look for his shot, and it's been even a longer time since we've seen him settle for a 2.
Mm-hmm.
So,
well, that's the option you've got to go with is Felder. A series of moves, leaves that one short and to the right.
good defense by Whitehead. Young man played a lot of JV last year for the Miners. Going to have a lot of varsity minutes this year.
Long 3 for Jordy Barnes.
Yeah, that's more what we've seen from Jordy here in the top 50. That shot right there.
And Matt not even giving him the Titan triple chant.
He didn't even smile.
He didn't even break stride in his conversation down there.
It looks like he may have a look on his face like, I can't believe it.
Q misses on the 3. So here's the state champion, Jordy Barnes. Come off the pick. Sends back out, Swiggett. And the 3 won't go. Quick the other way, Meza. Now Robinson.
I'm looking right now. Do the Tropics not have a bench? I'm just realizing that.
They don't. They're going all 5. So Lynn left that one short. Quickly ahead. Erickson with the flush.
There you go. Caden showing he can elevate as substitutions coming to the table for the Colonels.
And then out of bounds. It's a war of attrition tonight.
Yeah. You know, we talk about a couple of items that the top 50 administrators really pushing, things they're hearing from coaches. We talked about communication a little bit earlier. The other one is kind of ball movement, right? Sharing the basketball, moving around, moving without the basketball, but really just being engaged on both ends of the floor. As Jordy trying to go with a tough reverse there. Nice putback. Items that's hard to do when you don't have a bench.
Right.
When you're going a full 40 minutes up and down the floor, and the speed and tempo that we've seen here tonight.
And they've just been left out on the floor. It's a fun game, but not a lot of fun when you can't just get a break and you're playing 98 feet. As that shot won't fall for Robinson. Quick on the other end, Christensen with the finish.
Yeah, early leak out, just like a Ford Pinto down the floor and up and in.
Nice.
You like that?
Yeah. Here comes Robinson. Felder, turnaround, lips out. And here comes Jordy Barnes.
Is that not kicking the ball?
About to ask our official. Oh, nice find. Bettinger gives it back up to Whitehead. Challenge at the rim, and it crawls in.
Just like they drew it up. Throw it off the shoe, then baseline.
Just like the MJ versus Bird commercials. And there's a dunk from Bettinger.
And this is one where you see a lot of leak outs, and you wonder if they'll decide to call this game a little early.
And we had that last week.
Yep.
Here's Robinson. Step back to an open three. Won't go. Rebound to Barnes. He gets out ahead to Erickson. Erickson to a cutting Whitehead. Misses on the dunk. And Robinson on the drive, and he's fouled. Put him at the line for a free throw for 2 points.
We talk about a tough night for Flint, obviously. But, man, Robinson, he's probably been their best offensive player. We've seen Q really initiate a lot. But Robinson tonight has hit a couple big threes. Love the, attack the rim on that play. Get an opportunity to head to the line. Been a good night for Zach.
So the free throw good. 83-60. Bettinger off the angle, back rimmed. Rebound, and now a foul. So put Christensen at the line. Mentioned him, man's had a fun night tonight. He's had a great top 50s. He misses on the free throw. McKee with the rebound, and thought maybe the pump fake button got stuck for a second.
That's the tough thing. I mean, you look at this Colonel's group. It's like, well, who's your player of the game? You can make a case for 4 different people. The way that they've had the balance tonight.
Oh, hard take, and then Felder with the finish.
Again, that's Robinson who's driving to the rim, hoping to really create the offense, and Felder on the follow.
Oh, nice extra pass, and McKee lays it up.
How about the no-look leave for your big man? Jordy Barnes showing that eyes through the back of those lovely locks of his.
Pull up for Robinson, won't go. Staley with the board and the run out. And Staley left it short. Bettinger there for the putback. See that?
Can see a lot of tired legs for the Tropics.
And now a foul on that shot will put. Oh, Q came up a little lame there. Maybe a lamer.
Yeah, still kind of holding that
leg
a little bit.
So here's Barnes. 10 back out, 3 from Christensen. Short. Bettinger with the rebound. Back up and in. Second chance. I mean, this just goes to numbers. I mean,
yeah.
Kind of where we're at is, oh, nice. It's Felder.
And Q will have those options available to him this year.
Yeah.
For the old Pirates.
I just want to know if Felder walks into a gym and goes, quit!
I think everyone in the gym heard that one.
Pulled the microphone away. Hopefully that worked. I've been wanting to do it for like 3 weeks. I just finished season 3 not that long ago.
Oh, shoot. I wonder if his coach makes him call him Sensei.
Well, he is Sensei now. Johnny Lawrence and Cobra Kai.
That is true. Yeah.
But except for he's not in Cobra Kai anymore, so I guess that wouldn't work. He's Eagle Fang. There's all lob it up, and Staley went to get it. If I put it down, there's Christensen.
Although not anatomically correct, I'll allow it.
Here comes Lind. Give it up. Robinson, extra pass to Q. Little pump, float, and score.
A little 3-on-2 there.
But this one was all Colonels after the opening, about 5-6 minutes. But Dana, some thoughts and a selection of the player of the game.
Yeah, I mean, you can just see just running out of gas a little bit early. Where the Tropics didn't have a lot off the bench tonight, it was just 5 on 8 and tough to hang with. Colonels that I thought maybe played their best game of the year. Again, there's a lot of guys you could talk about. I'm going to go with Tyler Christensen out of Cedar Valley. Really jumped on it early tonight. Had a great offensive night. Thought he did some good things as well away from the basketball. We'll go with Christensen as our player of the game.
Great call. Again, our final score, the Colonels 91, Tropics 68. Christensen, our player of the game. And remind you, we got games next week. The next come on as these guys will get a break and the bye week. But it'll be the girls following that, and then championship night at Vivint Arena. Again, our player of the game, Tyler Christensen. Colonels over Tropics. You're watching Utah on Top 50 on KSLSports.com. Game 3 of our triple header coming right up.